This is a sequel to Annabelle, but it's also part of this larger horror franchise. What did you guys know of Annabelle coming in? And, were dolls something that were scary to you?
I knew that Annabelle was an actual thing. Like, the actual Annabelle doll was locked up somewhere in America, and that bad stuff happened when you're around.
So you believe? You believe?
I definitely do, because there has to be something like that out there.
I didn't know it was actually a real. I knew The Conjuring was a real story, but I didn't know the doll was also, a real thing until these two were telling me the story one day before starting shooting. So I was, it was very creepy. I do believe in, if you believe in good, you gotta believe in evil as well. So I think, there's stories like that out there for real.
And Talitha, how do you prepare for playing a role like this? Do you have to sort of give yourself over to believing, as Stephanie says?
I don't actually really believe in all this fantasy stuff. To me, I don't really think there is, but I mean, I could be wrong. I'm open to it. But the way I prepared for the role really was I watched the original Annabelle, and then I read the script, and I found out I had a leg brace and a cane. So for 2 weeks before we started filming, I limped around the house and in grocery stores. But
I did too. And I didn't have a limp in the room. Okay.
Yeah, really what helped me, I guess, was being on set with the other girls, because they're all so professional and they're always in character, and they're really incredible actresses. I'm so blessed to have worked with them, and I think that really helped me.
Yeah, you were lucky, actually. You were surrounded by women on this set. It's so
Very
cool
lucky,
to see
yes.
a cast so deep of
No, I think it's a really remarkable thing about the film is that it's carried by women. And I think there was two male characters, me and the priest. There's two other priests that locked up. Annabelle in the closet.
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah, they were there.
Mostly just.
But it's these girls did an incredible job. They're such pros. But not only that, like their performances on screen, are amazing to watch. They carry the film, and it's good when I'm like an old timer now, and it's good to watch someone young come in and see kind of how seriously they take it and how professional they are on the set, and it kind of rekindles your own interest. Your own. If you do it a number of years, you can maybe get a bit jaded. And when you see other people approaching it from such a fresh, excited perspective, it's good for you.
And David, what's it like to approach a movie like this in the horror world, where we're here at Comic-Con, where movies like The Avengers and Spider-Man are part of this like larger universe, and this is part of like one of the first larger expanded horror universes. What does that mean to you in terms of like what it opens up in terms of opportunities?
I think it's really exciting, because I think this universe sort of has a lot of ways you can go with it. You have the main sort of story with the Conjuring movies that are based on the Warren's case files, and then you have Annabelle and now The Nun coming out, and I think they're doing The Crooked Man as well, to sort of where you can branch out and try different things, a little bit of different styles, but still keep it within the same universe, which I think is really cool.
And you guys, you bring it sort of back around, like Annabelle 2 is an origin story, basically, that we see where this doll comes from. And you kind of feel some sympathy for her. I mean, do you refer to Annabelle?
You do?
I do.
She's pretty bad.
Maybe that was my take on it.
Yeah.
What was it like to sort of meet the doll for the first time when you guys first encountered it on set?
Creepy. Definitely. Because when I saw it, I think it was in a room somewhere, and one of the girls on set was like, "Lulu, you have to go look at this." And I was like, okay. And so she walked me over, and I was like, whoa, man, those eyes. The eyes were the first thing that got me, because they look so realistic, and it's just crazy. It looks like almost they were painted on, too, and it just looks so cool and creepy, and I don't even know. It's so scary.
Your handcraft.
My creation.
The first time I think we actually saw it was at the table read. Didn't you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
put it
Oh
in
my
the
Yeah, she
room?
was
God.
part of the
That
table
was
read. She had her own
creepy.
script
Yeah,
and
she was
everything.
sitting like right there with the script right in front of her.
And I thought that was crazy, you know, at the table read. I was like, okay, welcome to this universe. When I saw it the first time on set, though, I thought it's actually pretty tall. It's pretty
Yeah, she's
big.
big.
Yeah.
And,
Like a kid.
Heavy.
and she's pretty heavy. So it's really hard to work with her. She's not an easy actress. That's what I'm trying to say.
She's not as generous a co-star.
No, not generous at all. But I also was very scared, and I asked Peter Safran, the producer, to bless the set before I had to touch the doll. I was like,
Peter
I'm not
didn't
touching.
bless it though. We got a priest to do
No,
it.
I know, but I asked him to bring somebody. That's funny if Peter was like blessing the set. Because I was like, I'm not touching that thing until we have something going on here. Because, you know, you never know. Like, why not? If you bless a set of The Conjuring, let's do it with Annabelle.
Seems like the safe way to go. Lastly, I'm curious, how many Annabelles were there?
We had 3 of them. So we had the
There's a
non-possessed one.
fourth one that you don't know about.
No, we had the non-possessed one, the possessed one, and then a stunt version who did the stunts in the movie.
She did her own stunts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very
Well,
impressive.
no, she had the stunt doll.
Yeah.
That is actually very flexible, and yeah, he was playing with that doll all the time.
I was, yeah.